Hello there, welcome back to Simon Shed. It's time for the 10,000 subscriber special. Yes, I can't believe it. We've got 10,000 subscribers and I've decided to have a look back over the sort of history of the channel and pick out the highs and the lows and hopefully some funny bits along the way. So it's quite a long video, so I won't ramble on anymore. Let's get straight in and take a look. So yes, for the 10,000 sub special, I thought I'd just talk a bit about trying to sum up really the whole experience of doing the starting the YouTube channel and growing it and getting to this point. I thought I'd put on the appropriate t-shirt. Never did actually get around to putting that merchandise store up, but never mind. So we are currently on 10,037. I guess the first question is, when did it all start? Because I need to get rid of this Streamlabs thing. Nobody ever uses that. Yeah, 13th of December 2012. Wow, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6.5 years. 1.8 million views. Incredible. I might have a look at some of the other stats later. So yeah, 6.5 years ago, I just before this was not sure if I've told this story on the channel before, but I was looking for a Christmas present for Oliver, who was about 4 or 5 at the time, and he'd had every sort of iteration of sort of Thomas the Tank Engine. Probably have told this before, but anyway, I ended up looking at Hornby train sets and searched for them, and it gave me some YouTube links, and one of them was Intercity 82, who seems to have vanished for the moment. I'm sure I'll be back at some point. Come back soon, Will. And yeah, I got kind of addicted to watching his videos, and from a standing start, knowing absolutely nothing about model railways and barely anything about real trains either, I just suddenly decided to, I found out about N-Gauge and thought, oh, I could do a YouTube channel, but it would be about N-Gauge instead of 00. And so I did, and yeah, I just kept going, and here we are at 10,000 subscribers. So let's have a look. Videos. So it looks like the first one was just some clips of locomotives. The old titles. So yeah, we've got some nice portrait footage of some trains at the Severn Valley. But yeah, that kicked it all off. So, the first proper video, I don't know if I can watch this, it's going to be a bit cringe. I think it's nearly 9,000 views now. Channel introduction time.
Hello, this is my shed, and this is just a quick introduction to my YouTube channel.
Did I ever look so young? The shed looks different. No insulation. You can see the Merseyside Express, my first train set, behind it, and graffiti all over the walls from the previous owners.
A little bit about me, I'm into lots of different things.
Oh god.
I really love my freshly roasted coffee, any kind of gadget.
Yeah, so that's about all I can watch for that.
Things like to run new trains in on.
Now this. I kind of did all of this.
Next, I guess a small layout.
I said 3 layouts. A little running in layout, which I did. A small layout, which ended up being Bodnam Woods. And a big layout.
Take up some portion of this shed. Yet to be decided.
Well, we decided to do the whole shed.
All of it, we shall see.
So look at this one. The Merseyside Express. My first train set, still going strong, although I think it's lost a buffer. So my first review, lighting could be better, but
faster stripes on the front.
At least it's all in focus.
Standing coaches.
Mostly in focus. One thing I would say is it's a lot of fun setting up a YouTube channel, and I encourage anyone to do it. It's it can be a lot of work, but you just got to try and keep it simple. As long as you, and I'm guilty of not doing these things all of the time myself. As long as you get the sound nice and clear, the camera nice and steady, and some decent lighting, you're probably ahead of most other YouTubers at that point already. So just get the basics right is what I would say, and do a channel about something that you love, and the rest will follow. So that was my first train set. So then we have a review of the old Class 24 from Graham Farish, and I started then planning what would become Bodenham Woods. So technically that is my first layout. MDF board with the track glued down and sort of a couple of wires soldered up, and that's where it all started.
Think of this now. I've wired this layout up. You can see that this is where the
dodgy soldering and uninsulated wires, but never mind.
So running along here, we've got this design.
And this is the first design for Bodenham Woods.
You can see plenty of sidings to keep me interested.
And actually,
I'll probably keep the points manual on this one.
It pretty much turned out
hide some magnets under the track so I can have a
true to that design.
Magnetic couplers for
so next, let's have a look at this update number 3. Not sure why, but this one's got 56,000 views, which if you look at the others around it, didn't get as many. No idea why this one must have been linked to a forum or shared somehow differently to the others, but
Hi there, welcome back to Simon Shed.
Welcome back to Simon Shed. I guess maybe it's a good guide to laying track for beginners. That may be why it's got a lot of views. Ah yes, the old parcels from the Model Railway shop. Always a fun time opening those. Always get a lot of comments complaining about my soldering whenever I show it, telling me I'm not doing it right, but
make sure you get this
as long as it works and holds and conducts electricity, I never really had any problems with it, but yeah, I'm sure it's not technically perfect. And now we actually get to run some trains. And so we carried on, building up the layout, laid the track, started putting some scenery on it, some static grass. We had a few reviews, and then at some point there was a bit of a disaster, wasn't there? If we look at number 8, you can see we got to this point and it was pretty much, it was really starting to get there. I remember spending a long time building these scale scenes houses and the station. Something needed fixing and I had to take the shed roof off. And it was a nice sunny day when I started. And then all of a sudden, disaster edition. Here we go. So the heavens opened, and because most of my scenery is printed
So let me
the rain got into the shed before I managed to get the roof back on, and it got under the cover I'd put over the layout.
Obviously we're in the shed at the moment, so just over there, water would come in.
Yeah, there was a little leak up there.
Onto the floor, and we get sort of puddles over
Get a
there.
little puddle.
So I tried some sealant to fix that, just along the gaps.
The sealant didn't work.
I started doing the job. I was actually very careful and sort of left the old felt ready to cover up just in case, because it has been a bit showery.
It was a bit showery.
It's really, but it was actually those.
I'm waiting for the big reveal here.
Massive downpour.
It went all over the
thing was covered in water.
Hornby
The select
controllers.
were dripping with water.
So this is the damage. It ruined all of the printed.
So we need a new tunnel mouth entrance.
I had to do that again. I had to do all the backgrounds again.
It's being splashed really well.
Metcalf kits, little tip, seem to be waterproof, or at least resistant to
Need redoing.
a bit of a soaking from a rain shower.
Concrete on the floor needs redoing.
Oh, this was absolutely gutting to have to rip all this out. It was all going so well.
Little station.
I did rebuild that.
As it is on the camera, but it's really bad, trust me.
And this was the worst bit because it took me
So yes,
a couple of weeks to build
it's taken
these.
a while to get around to filming this video because I just couldn't bring myself.
So I was quite low at this point, but I had a lot of kind messages
And I think I'm going to take some short.
that convinced me to carry on. And I picked myself up and mopped the floor up and rebuilt everything. And I think I didn't rebuild the houses. I bought some pre-built ones because I couldn't face it. And yes, we weathered the track. We added lights. So there's some good shots in here of some lights. And we've gone to the new style of titles.
Simon Shed, it's time for another Engage layout update. And coming up in this update, finishing off the signals.
We've got our sort of format of doing the introduction and showing clips of what's coming up.
But first,
So we got the lights in. Those are the cottages that I bought.
With the grain of wheat type bulb, and got a little street light. Addictive when you start adding lights.
So it does, yeah, definitely adding lights to a layout massively improves it.
I'm happy.
And now I think we get to the most popular video on my channel. I decided to do a montage of the whole of Bodenham Woods being built and just set it to music. And just at the last minute, I thought it'd be funny because it was 4 minutes long. Turn that down. To give it the title "How to Build a Model Railway in 4 Minutes," and I didn't realise how sort of clickbaity that title was. So I had a few comments about, "Oh, you don't actually build it in 4 minutes." I'm not sure who thought that was really possible, but yeah, we got nearly 280,000 views on this one, so that's by far the most popular video. But in a way it was the hardest to make because you have to kind of build an entire layout and obviously film the whole lot in order to get the footage to put into this video. But yeah, how to build a model railway in 4 minutes. By far my most successful video, and I really like the editing I did on that one as well, and setting it to music and so on. Around about 5,000 subscribers, somebody from Bachmann got in touch and asked me if I would like a few bits to review for the channel, and yeah, I got sent a free, obviously still got it, the Longmoor Military Railway collector's edition train pack. So I got that sent from Bachmann and did a review, and fortunately it turned out to be really good, because it would have been quite awkward dilemma to, you know, have to criticise it if it was sent for free. But yeah, fortunately it was all good, so I could just say what I thought. Hopefully I would have done that anyway, but I think it was Richard at Bachmann. I'm not sure. I've not heard from him for a while, but I guess I've not been doing the videos quite as regularly. Yeah, they sent this and the a couple of scenery bits, and I think the Class 8, the 08 shunter. Blurred out, but essentially it was set up to train. So a lovely model, and yeah, thanks to Bachmann for sending that through for free. Don't get any freebies anymore, sadly. And then yes, we hit 5,000 subscribers. So then we get to 4 years ago, new layout ideas. So this is the start of Shed Valley Railway. We have a very fluffy shed. So I insulated the shed before I started the Shed Valley Railway. And we have the old layout, and I'm trying to figure out what stock to run. And I built the helix that ended up being a downwards only helix. Wow, so it looks like it was over 4 years ago. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. 4 and a bit years ago, we had insulated the shed, and we just started putting in the frames, very, very solid frames for the new layout. And we continued to build the Shed Valley Railway into as you see it today. You can see I kind of tried to up my thumbnail game with the Simon Shed branding. I do spend quite a lot of time editing the videos and trying to tweak everything to make them better, and little things like trying to make the thumbnails stand out, such as because this one's a bit crazy, you can see the sort of highlight around the edge. I'm not sure how much difference it really makes. Like this tornado one here, you can see the sort of glow around the tornado, and I've probably spent ages adjusting the colours and making it brighter and trying to make it stand out. I'm not sure how many more views that really gets you. As I say, as long as you get the basics right, keep the camera steady, in focus, decent lighting, make sure the sound's clear, you're ahead of most of the other YouTubers, to be honest, at that point. Yeah, so it's good to look back over the years worth of videos and how things have grown. Started doing extra little videos like the Simon Says, not done one of those for a while. And yeah, we started doing the Shed Squad videos. Those were the live streaming videos. A lot of fun, but you definitely need a plan for those, otherwise you tend to just drift off on a tangent and start rambling, and it gets a bit unfocused. But yeah, the live videos, I sadly don't get time to do them very often, but they're really addictive. And yeah, we get into one of my viewers, Christopher Guys, sent me a lot of trains to review, the Thomas and the Pendolino from Revolution. So thanks again to Christopher. Merchandise, we're still awaiting the grand opening of the merchandise store. This is a funny video. I don't know why I kept looking around. So it's just a video asking if you would like a merchandise store, but
10 minutes at a time. So I thought I'd
keep sort of looking off to the side, and it's like, just looks really like I'm on the run from the police or something, and I'm just...
with a nice cool beer.
This is terrible.
The question for
This is terrible. This is
would you
one...
buy
My first video, I filmed it and I'm pretty sure I just deleted it because it was so terrible. You don't have to put everything out there. This is another thing I would say. Just because you filmed it doesn't mean you have to put it out. If you can do some simple editing just to cut out the bits that aren't so good, then do that. But yeah, keep it simple. But this is one I should have probably deleted and redone, but never mind. So that was a bit of a trip down nostalgia lane. I hope you enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed posting the videos and sort of creating them, filming them, editing them. I enjoy that side of it as well, as obviously interacting with you guys, and yeah, it feels like a little club that's kind of grown into quite a big club. I still can't believe we've got 10,000 subscribers. Here's to the next 10,000, and thanks very much for being a subscriber, whether you were here from the early Bodmin Woods days, or whether you've just subscribed in the last few days or weeks. I really do appreciate it, and I've really enjoyed building the channel and making the videos, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Hello, I'm Simon, and this is my shed.